In this graph, we are graphing an exponential, in this equation, we're graphing an exponential function where we do have reflections going on in both the x and the y-axis. Now your base graph is f of x is equal to 3 to the x. First of all, let's actually rewrite this in such a way that the values are legible, the a, b, h, and k values. And I'll have x, this will be minus 3, close bracket, and then a plus 1. So going back to this, the base graph is 3 to the exponent x. It'll look something like this, okay, the base. But we do have a few reflections which are gonna change the graph, rather significantly in terms of the way it looks. Okay, shifts left and right, yeah, they make a difference, especially when they're very big. Up and down, yes, they make a difference, but reflections are, glaringly noticeable. So here we have a -2, which means we're going to be reflecting in the x-axis, and this -2 up here means we're going to be reflecting in the y-axis. So I'm not going to bother going through the graph of this with actual points. I'll draw the mapping notation, which is going to be something like this, -1/2x minus 3, -2y plus 1. So really we have an asymptote at 1. So if I were to look at it on my graph, it's going to be somewhere along here. And let's now just kind of sketch what it's going to roughly look like. Now remember, the original one goes something like this. First thing is reflecting it in the x-axis. So that's kind of cool, but can't reflect it. So from this, I'm going to get something like this. Okay, and then we're reflecting in the y-axis. So from this, I'm going to get something like this. Try that one more time, like that there. Okay, so my final graph is going to be in this form here. And I'm not going to bother putting in exact points. I mean, if you want to, just plug in an x to get your y. The general shape of your function is like that. Let's take a look at what the exact graph looks like. And again, pull up our Desmos. Take this one out and put this one in, and lo and behold, we have that type of behavior. Notice that it's very sharp over here around 5 and 4. Okay, that's where it kind of really starts to drop off. You do see a shift over. What was it? A few units. I believe 3 units. Okay, over to the right. And yeah, okay, that's really all you need. Maybe my graph, let's go back to it. My sketch is a bit too, too gentle here. We should have maybe a sharper decline at that point. So you're gonna want something more like that. But the general idea is there, okay? And always instructive to know the general behavior and then use Desmos to get more specific behavior.